Wow. What's going on, guys? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Let's tag your people, tag your friends. What is going on, y'all? I'm messing around with some of the gadgets. Yes, my wife, she got some new things lined up in the graphics area for me. So I appreciate it. I'm just taking my time, enjoying the day. Happy New Year. I know last Sunday was New Year's, but Happy New Year's to everybody. I didn't get to see some of y'all uh, last Sunday. I don't know if I do a show last Sunday. Yeah, I did. Yeah, but yeah, man. Nevertheless, and I don't think today. I know I say this all the time. But today I don't really plan on being on here long today. Okay, I just want to touch bases with Eric. Dominique Collins, what's going on? Good morning. Pleasure as always to see your face in the place. So we're gonna try to wait on a couple more people to get in. But I just listen, man. I can appreciate it all for being with me another year. Another year for the Todd Mickens. Let's talk about it podcast. We've had a long journey. We've discussed things all the way from religion, all the way to finances, all the way to insurance, and we definitely gonna get back with because I want to get more in depth with Dominique about the insurance and possibly um, once we get because listen, let's be honest, everybody. After the holidays and Christmas and things, man, people stuff start getting kind of even if you don't spend a lot of money on Christmas and stuff, it just seemed like everything started kind of clouding and not that bills get out of sync, but things just taxes and this and that, and it seems like everything gets kind of uh crowded. So um we're going to get with Dominique again, and after we bring her back for a live session again on the show, if she hasn't already done had that beautiful baby. um I think the last time she was here, she still had a little bit of time left, but she's out there living her life. She's living fabulous, waiting on that baby to come, and she's already with the insurance game. She's already prepping her baby up for success, and she's gonna help teach us how to do that. But you may, what's going on, my cousin Rhonda? How you doing? You may have to get in with a private session because I do know one thing. She had to tell us certain thing about the insurance game. She had to tell us certain thing kind of like in a compartmental way because she needs to be able to sit down with you and really talk to you because I can imagine with a lot of people listening to the show talking about insurance or whatnot, she can't really say everything that she needs to say. She got to kind of compartmentalize a lot of stuff and bring it to the people. She says you are definitely right. Even for me, laugh a lot. He'll be here. Yeah, 25th. Congratulations. We'll be waiting on you. Let me get the inspirational word for the morning. This is coming from a good brother of mine. Good morning, Francina B. Wade. Thank you, Francina. Hey, always awesome, dependable, reliable, faithful supporter of the TV show as well as the podcast. Thank you for always being there when we need you. We thank you for your love and your contributions. Craig Stoops, who is my let me back up. Because I keep saying deacon, and I know people be like, what do you mean deacon? Well, here, I am your podcast pastor, okay? I am Pastor Todd Mickens, all right? My church name is the St. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, Acts, Romans 10 and 9, Apostolic, International, Multicultural, Multi-Denominational, Kojic Assembly Church of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That's the name of my church, okay? And my head deacon of the church is other than my good brother Craig Stoops. Craig Stoops doesn't preach, okay? He doesn't preach, but he always gives a good word or either some type of inspiration to the congregation. Not only does he give inspiration, but he makes sure he take y'all tithes and offering before you get off the podcast. That's right. Appreciate you, Craig. Craig, I'm letting you know tithes and offering have been slacking for the past month or so. I believe I'm gonna let that slide because Christmas has come. Everybody's buying them gifts. But now it's the first of the year. Craig, we locking the front door. Ain't nobody getting out of here unless they get 32% tithes and their first fruit offering. That's where it's going to be. That's where it's going to be. Let's read right here. Sometimes, this is coming from Deacon Craig Stoops, sometimes you have to let go of the picture of what you thought life would be like and learn to find joy in the story you are actually living. Wow. Woo. Wow. Craig, I like that, man. I love that. Matter of fact, I love that. Sometimes you have to let go of the picture of what you thought life would be like and learn to find joy in the story you are actually living. Listen, you know what? And maybe the analogy is way off. And this is a quote from Rachel Marie Martin. I think everybody had those of us who are been married or whatever, have a inclination of what we thought marriage would be like, or what we thought going to school would be like, or what we thought being older would be like. And when we don't get to that particular space in our head space, we feel like we haven't achieved life. But learn to find joy in the story you are actually living. Be content, be happy, be grateful. Find some good in what you're doing. Find some good in what's going on. Because I can almost guarantee you there is somebody worse off than you. Somebody's worse off in a situation than you are. Y'all let me know if my volume is good. Here we go. We got Francina again. We got Mrs. CEO. She downstairs. She says, good morning. And I must say, guys, my wife is doing an awesome, tremendous job with the programming, with this and that. She makes my job easier. She makes my job real easy. Matter of fact, last night I came upstairs, was trying to figure some stuff out for the show, making my presentation a little bit better. And a lot of things I do, I always have to come down and good morning, Mike C. Adams. What's going on, brother? I always have to go at, hey baby, how we do this, how we do that, show me this. But last night I came up and I buckled down. I just sat down on the laptop and just started figuring some things out. I noticed she came upstairs. She walked past our studio office, and then she went back downstairs. And I was up here a good little while. Then she came in. She said, "Babe, everything all right? What you trying to do?" And I said, "Well, I'm setting this up about day." And and I was thankful. I was happy that I was able to do what I needed to do without having to. Because see, this is a learning process. She does 90, 96, 97% of all the technical stuff on here. So my little 3% I learned to do on my own last night. I felt good about it, and I'm pretty sure she was happy to know that she could go back downstairs and finish watching TV and not really not that she wouldn't do it. But, I just kind of, sometimes you got to find your way. Sometimes you got to find your way, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes you got to find your way. I'm going to speak on, let me make sure I didn't miss anybody this morning. I'm going to speak a little bit about putting things into action as if it's already is. All right. Look like I'm freezing up a little bit. Y'all help me here. Putting things into action. And Cottrell, what's going on? How you doing? Putting things into action as if it already is. Y'all know I'm a part of a program, fitness program, E2M. No, I ain't gonna get on y'all about joining the program and blah 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 blah. We ain't gonna talk about that. Well, maybe later, a little bit, because I do believe I want to start pushing more fitness, especially in my community. And when I say community, I don't mean black or white. I mean in my community, my area, my area code, my city, my town. But anyway, putting things into action as if it was already happening. we was we we work out together every month, the first weekend in the month, out at 312 Laurel Street, Columbia, South Carolina, at the Riverfront Park, at the historical Riverfront Park, might I add. And we've been working out there ever since, I think, April or May or whatever. And we, in order to have this space, you need the space reserved. And um, uh, we've had to cancel maybe twice because of inclement weather. Well, you don't want to do anything unless you got space reserved, situation reserved. So you go there, you and another person not fighting over another spot. Well, we were during the holidays with people being in and out of the office downtown. We couldn't get our space reserved. We couldn't do nothing. So I was kind of hesitant about going forward with making things happen, because at these events we normally have anywhere from 75 to 100 people come every time. And I didn't want to have people coming out and they were not able to do what needed to be done. So me, the staff, or the people that's involved in the planning of the event, we was trying to find another building. My wife was looking for another building, because the event is always done outside, but we want to try to have a go-to spot in case we want to go on the inside for a gym. And it was like the same thing that we was getting on the end. We was getting phone conversations, but we wasn't getting no confirmations. And so what I had to do, I just had how am I freezing up like this? Am I freezing up, guys? Y'all let me know if I'm freezing up. Yeah, I am. Let me get out of this right here. Let me shut that down. Maybe that might help. That might help. Anyway, so it almost got to the point, either somebody on the staff was like, well, let's just go ahead and cancel it this month. Let's just go ahead and cancel. And I was like, man, I didn't want to cancel, but I was talking to the my business administration guy who normally handles all the stuff. He was like, man, I'm emailing, I'm talking to, let's go down there. So, but what we ended up doing, I went forward with it. I just activated my faith. Like, listen, I carried on with the mission as if it was going to happen. Hell or high water, rain, sleet, or snow, confirmation or no confirmation. I put in the thing. I put my flyers out. I put the information out to the fitness community. We just went on ahead and said, because I had a DJ coming out there. We did a video shoots and film and stuff like that. I was like, man, I just hope we just went forward with it. We was like, my wife said, well, I'm gonna call the people with the building again. I was like, no, don't worry about it. We just gonna move forward with the other situation. And it was a risky one, but when you sometimes new FC, what's going on? Sometimes, guys, you just got to go for it. You just got to go for it. You listen. This is where your faith kick in. This is where we got to understand. And yet, this is kind of spiritual, I guess. This is where we got to understand. If he's done it for you one time before, what makes us think that he can't do it again? God has delivered and brought us out many and plenty situations, and we still question. Oh man, can he? Oh man, the bill's getting kind of tight. I don't know what has he. Have you made it through getting your bills paid before? And make no mistake about it. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your financial status is. Everybody has some type of situation where it comes to finances. Everybody. I don't care. I don't care if your parents got the money and you inheriting great deals of money. More money, more problems, more stress. And when I say that, more things to deal with. But God always pulls us through. We all have experienced some type of grievance when it comes to death in the family. And many times we all say, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. I can't take this. I can't. But but God always pulls us through. What I want to get to is, listen, keep in mind whatever you are moving forward to. Listen to this. Whatever you are moving forward to, you have to move forward to get to that. You got to keep the process going. I have a saying, excuse me. I would rather try. I'm freezing up again. I would rather try and fail than fail to try. All right. I would rather try and fail than fail to try. Sarah Padula, what's going on? Good morning. That's one of my accountability members right there. Valvetta Thomas, what is going on? God bless you. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. Sarah, she was at the event yesterday. And see, this is another thing. This is going to be a perfect example with Sarah, who's watching. Nobody didn't know. Sarah didn't know that we was possibly not going to have the event because we didn't have it reserved. A lot of times when we going through situations and we struggling, we kind of tell too much of our business, right? So imagine if I could have told Sarah, the rest of the people in the accountability group, rest of the people in the fitness group, I don't know if we're gonna be able to have it or not, because they ain't calling, they ain't come. You know what I would have did? I would have added stress and negativity to the situation. I would have brought negative. Here I go freezing up again. I don't know why. I would have brought negative energy to the situation. I would have put negative energy in her mind towards the situation as well as to other people, which means if I had the last chance, I came back. Oh, guys, oh man, oh, we can make it. She would have already felt like, man, I don't know, man, because this wasn't gonna work. Or either she would have passed. Sometimes we allow ourselves to pass our own information that we don't want to get out. We allow that stuff in our own circle. Dr. Reese, Sarah, I'm doing like Dr. Reese when she give a good point. We allow our own self to bring negative energy into our own situation. Sarah and my wife know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But yeah. I could have complained. I could have, man, I don't know what we gonna do. Man, no. I went forward with the DJ. Deborah Hood Horner, what's going on? I went on here to make sure that the DJ, I just confirmed. Listen, only thing I was worried about with the DJ was to make sure that good morning. New App, she said good morning, BB and Todd. Good morning. Thank you. Only thing I was really worried about was because if it rains a little bit when we're working out outside, we don't really worry about it. But I was just more so worried about the equipment of the DJ, but he assured me he was okay. He came prepared, and that's another thing. And Sarah, Sarah can tell you when you're trying to do anything, fitness journey or anything, you need to surround your people with positive attitude. Anytime I contacted the people that was involved with the reservation of the area for yesterday or being involved, everything was just positive. Everything was okay with us. And even when the young lady, when she said, well, maybe we ought to just cancel for this month. Thanks, sweetheart. She wasn't, this portion of the Todd Mickens podcast is brought to you by my wife, Travisha Mickens, who bring me hell hot coffee. Here goes another hot coffee that is hot as hell. You can't find no coffee hotter than this from my wife, Mrs. CEO. Yep. Hold up. Whoop, she got me today, y'all. It's hot. Yeah, it's hot. But yeah, thanks, sweetheart. A lot of times we bring negative energy into our own space. I'm gonna use my good friend Sarah again because Sarah is she's in the accountability group that I have. That's another thing. Find some people that's gonna hold you accountable to you. Okay, you need people that's gonna hold down. Look like I get my nose. Might be a gray hair, I don't know. But what's going on, Miss Brown? Yeah. Find people and keep people in your circle that's going to be accountable. In our accountability group, and this is just my in my accountability group, you know, we have a space where you can come and far as our fitness journey or either whatever going on in life, we keep it's like a members of 10 people, and we keep everything amongst us in this group. Everything that we talk about is amongst us in this group. But our main goal for the group, you got to have people in your surrounding that's got common goals. Our main goal in the group is to live a healthy, fit life. Listen, we ain't all got to have the rock hard abs. We ain't all got to be able to run 10 miles on the marathon. We ain't all got to be able to put on the bathing suit that's showing caca boom bang. We ain't listen, but we want to live a healthy lifestyle. Now, if the journey towards those things gets us there, we want to help each other there. In our accountability group, no matter who is doing bad or doing good, no, we ain't gonna go in there and dog nobody out. You need to get off your lazy, but no. What we will say, hey, well, I notice you're not doing this. Maybe you need some help. Do you need me to call you? You need me to send you a message? Have people in your surrounding that's gonna help you get to. Listen, name me successful people that don't have a team building and encouraging. Matter of fact, name me successful people that don't have some type of successful people around them in their circle, some type of common goals. We got to have common goals. A lot of times you got people that's in your surrounding, they don't have no type of common goals that you got. How can you be on the fitness journey where everybody around you is unfit? The people you go hang out with is unfit. When you go to the bar, when you go to the and yes, I said bar because some people go to the bar. Don't act like y'all don't go to the bar. When you go to the bar, when you go out to eat, when you go places, when you go to party, you going around people because listen, first of all, you may not have that self-discipline to not overdrink, to not eat the things that you're not supposed to eat. Surround yourself with people that's looking for the same thing, at least close to what you're looking for. And I'm gonna do a Darcy sip here. Mm-hmm. Deborah Hood, Timothy Wester, what's going on? Miss Thompson again. Let me make sure I got everybody. What's going on? Yeah. So again, and I seriously plan on not being here very long this morning. But I say all that to say, whatever goals you got going for faith, we always talk about this thing, faith in church. Faith is and all that. But in order to have faith, you have to have forward motion. Simple as that. My wife, and let me back up and I'm gonna still bring her into this. I was thinking about getting into doing more running. Running is a thing that I'm not great at. Matter of fact, I ain't even good at it. I can run. Listen, sometimes I can get on the treadmill and I may run 3 miles, right? I may knock 3 miles out, but let me tell you something about those 3 miles I was running. When I was running those 3 miles on the treadmill, I was in a gym full of people, right? In a gym full of people. So you might have somebody to the left or to the right of you running. Well, my goal was really, I want them to see me run. See, I want y'all to pay attention to this. My success in the running the 3 miles wasn't really the success for me. It was the success to prove to others that I can do it. Now, I'm freezing up, so I want to make sure I get closer. So by the time me and my wife got a treadmill for our home, right? 2 things. I hadn't reached my 3 mile accomplishment, I guess you could say. But the next thing is to try to push a little faster or either go a little further. But I got content and I knew if I wanted to go more miles or go faster, listen, I had to put in more work. I had to do more work in order to get a faster time or to get a longer distance. A lot of times we as a people, we reach a goal and that's as far as we go because we know all the work that you put in to get to this point. Now I have to push just this much further to get to that point, and then we get complacent. Back to the 3 mile thing. When we got our treadmill at the house, when nobody was around, the music is playing, I'm on the treadmill by myself. You know how far I've started running? After I reached that goal of 3 miles consistently, I was barely running a half a mile. Why? Because I didn't have an audience. Woo! Oh boy. This is my Dr. Reese moment. I didn't reach the goal because I didn't have an audience. I didn't have people pushing me on. I wasn't doing it for the right reason. I didn't have people walking around and say, man, he's still on that treadmill running. Nah, all I had was the 4 walls, the TV, and the music. And my enthusiasm wasn't even, it was just, I was getting tired faster at the gym around. Oh man, I see people walking around, man. I'm hitting the button to go faster and faster. But when I'm by myself, game equipment wasn't making no effort. I don't know what's going on with my camera here. Y'all let me know. I tell you what, let me I think I need to take some, let me take some stuff off here. Maybe that's what it is. Let me take this off. Let me try to take some of this stuff off. Let me exit out of that. And Eric Patterson, Everett, what's going on? DJ EPMD, who did an awesome job. Matter of fact, I was just talking about you, in regards to how Brother Patterson, every time we talk about the event, never had a negative word. Even when I called and said, hey man, I know it might rain, man. You know, hey, nah, man, I'm good, man. I'm good. You know, have people in your surroundings gonna be on the same path as you. I got to get back to Mike C. Adams. Ron Porter, God bless you. Sunday morning to you, pastor. Hey, what's going on, man? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, sir. Hey, DJ E. Listen, bro, you about to be busy. That's all I'm gonna tell you, EP. You're gonna be busy because the E2M family, the fitness family, you're gonna be busy. That's all I'm gonna say. Let me go back to my brother Mike C. Adams. My testimony, the last 3 months, I've been hit with every 4 season storms that could ever possibly hit, from my truck breaking down in the shop for over a month. And let me tell you something, Mike is an owner-operator. And this statement, as a truck driver myself, resonates with me because I know as long as that truck is in the shop, that truck ain't making no money. Now, this man said the truck been down in the shop for over a month and a half, and in the midst of that, some health issues. So yes, it's definitely affected a lot of us, but all my faith with God. Mike got to understand. He got to know, if God brought me to it, he can bring me through it. Mike got to know. This is something that Mike knows, or Mike knew. Mike knew when he took the journey to have his own truck. Listen, whether a truck driver or business owner want to admit it or not, you already got to put into effect or account the what if. Just like a car, he know, listen, I'm taking on this grave responsibility to support myself and my family, and I'm gonna be an owner operator, be my own boss. But if this truck goes in the shop, this means I won't be making money, which means during the process of his working, I believe Mike did this because Mike seems to be a upstanding citizen. I do believe he's an upstanding citizen. During the process of this, you better believe Mike did things such as what we truck drivers call pay the truck back. do your little put back, put it. Because listen, trucking, see, when you work for a company and your truck break down, 9 times out of 10, they just put you in another truck. And you keep on rolling. Matter of fact, hold up. Hold up. Let me see if I can find that real quick. we just keep on rolling. Mike, Mike, you know it. Mike, we just keep on rolling. Huh? If y'all don't know that song or that music, you just keep on. Huh? Anyway, Mike prepared himself. See, that's another thing. On your journey to where we going, on his truck ownership, on his owner operatorship, he had to prepare himself mentally, physically, and financially. This is a position that no truck driver wants to be in. And then he says on top of that, a couple issues. Well, Mike, let me tell you something, brother. I'm glad you said the part about the help you, because I have a plan that can help you out. Mm-hmm. But you know what? Craig Stoops, good friend of mine. I haven't seen Craig personally in maybe over 6 months to a year, 8 months. We was at a gym together. Listen, guys, listen. I want to say this religiously, and everybody can go spread this word. I'm not telling you that you don't join a certain gym or don't listen. Do whatever it takes for you to do to get fit, okay, or to get healthy. Even if you don't want to join the program I'm in with the E2M and all that, find yourself. Listen, you at the click of a button, you can go online and find out healthy foods, healthy workouts. What can I do to better my diet? What can I do to bring my cholesterol down? But listen, when you get with a program or a gym, you have guidance and help. Fact and point being, a lot of things, a lot of goals that we make, you need help to get there. Tina Tippins Prelude, what's going on? You need help to get where you're trying to go. You need help getting to where you're trying to go. Uh-oh, I done went to the wrong thing. Tina says, good morning. How you doing, Tina? Tina, we got favor. We got putting things into action as if you know it was going to happen. Mike shared his testimony. And see, this is what I like about this space right here. The last 3 months, I've been hit with every 4-season storm that could ever possibly hit. My truck breaking down in the shop for over a month and a half, and in the midst of some health issue. Listen, guys, nobody wants trials and tribulation, or nobody wants to fail. I just put it like that. Let me take another sip. But failure or downfall, it is inevitable. We can't get away from it. There ain't no escaping it. But the thing is maintaining your faith and learning from, or making sure that you don't go down this path again. Now, I heard TD Jakes say something a long time ago. TD Jakes said, times we as, I'm going to just say people, we think that because your tire done blew out, or you done got sick, or you didn't get the job that you wanted to, or you didn't get the raise, or you didn't get the house that you wanted to, or your house, someone that we think God is punishing us for something. My brothers and sisters, my mama, Norman Mickens, what's going on? Good morning, good morning, mama and daddy, because I know if mama watching, daddy watching. A lot of times we think because these things happen that God is punishing. Listen, guys, I want y'all to understand that life happens to us all. Can I say that again? Good morning, Helen Osborne. Life happens to us all. Now, y'all remember the Creflo Dollar? Y'all know Creflo just came out not too long ago and said everything he was preaching about tithes and offering is wrong, right? Yeah, he said it was wrong. That's what he said. He was wrong. So, you know, he been teaching that wrong all the year. But I'm about to go somewhere. Listen, you got to get to your own space on how you're going to give your money to the church and to God. But he said his reasoning to giving, to why he was teaching the way he was teaching, that you got to give, no matter what, give, no matter what, no matter about your bills, give. He say one day, I think his 10% tithes was, let's say, $140 and some change. And he didn't have the whole amount of the $40, you know, of the 140. That was his tithes or whatever. And he was like, well, I need to keep this a little bit because I got to go home. So he gave, maybe, I'm going to just say he gave $130 so he can have $10 left over. Now, this isn't the exact story. I'm just giving you just a quick analogy of what he was saying. So when he got back to his car after church service, either somebody had broke his window or he had a flat tire. He immediately thought God had punished him for not paying his tithes. Not that somebody just was dumb and walking down the road and bust his tire or broke his window, or either he had a bad tire on it. He thought God punished him because he wasn't able to give his full 10% tithes. Now, I've only known one pastor personally. What's going on, Pastor John? I've only known one pastor personally. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna try to tag him. I don't know if he'd be able to get in here or not. You know, I know it's kind of let me see. And I'm gonna get back to what I was saying. Pastor Quentin Boger. I've only known one pastor that I've kind of heard just tell everybody straight up back in the day. Now his philosophy might have changed. I don't know. But I do remember him saying back in the day, listen, you got to have some common sense. And I'm gonna get back to the other topic about things just happening. You know, because guys, everybody knows some elderly people, they gonna give, which listen, and it's a blessing that you able to give in this way. When you, no matter what, you're gonna give your 10%, whether your lights on or off or not. I applaud you, okay? But I don't think God wants you sitting in the dark because you know, just to give him his 10%. Okay? I don't think he wants you to not get the medication that you're supposed to get just so you can give your I don't think he wants you lacking for food or the substances of life. Now, Pastor Boger was the only one that I knew that was telling his members back in the day, listen, pay your bills. And his premise was, listen, make sure, because listen, aren't we supposed to be cheerful givers? Aren't we supposed to be able to give from our heart? So you think ain't nobody gonna tell me you was happy or your grandmama them was happy giving their last to the church knowing that their kids was gonna struggle. You ain't gonna tell me that. Now they might have told you that, but you ain't gonna tell me that. What's the difference? And I know somebody gonna say, I don't know, brother. What's the difference of when look at him. My mom even says she remembers that. Y'all see that? I ain't lying. My mom on here. What's the difference of when the man in the house used to spend up all the money and then take care of the family bills and the house went lacking from you not being smart enough to take care of the bills, but you call yourself giving and your house is lacking? Here we go. Pastor Jordan said, Tyler can be more than money. It can be in time, food, or deeds. Listen, 10%. Pastor, thank you for that. Matter of fact, I'm going to leave that up there for a while. I think, listen, now, I ain't going to get too deep in this, but the premise of the tithing came from Catholicism, all right? Which was a lot of this stuff was to try to scare people into giving. I'm not saying that he didn't tell us to give, because he did. He told us to give, okay? But let me tell you what. I'm going to get this story. I'm going to get this story. Me and my mom were young. Church was having a fundraiser. I was supposed to give on those something. You know, the pastor asked if we were gonna give, you know, the couples and listen, I already know we ain't had it, but I had crazy faith. You know, me and my wife had crazy faith. I don't even know if we really agreed on it or we just did it because other people in the church raised their hand and they said that they would give the $500 or whatever. Guys, we ain't even had $5. This was, me and my wife been married 21 years. We ain't even had $5. I don't even think. You know, we was young, figuring it out, and just being and doing what we can. Let me tell you how this situation went. The day that we supposed to give, you know, we had church service, and right after that service, we were going to give out $500. Church service was over about 1:30. The program started at 3. Do you know, my daddy watched Good Morning Rep, me and my wife are standing at the car from the end of church service almost to the beginning of church and figuring out how in the world we going to pay this money that we say we was going to pay. I mean, sitting there, you know, and listen, this was the thing. I think, well, I know I was more embarrassed to go in and pretty much say that I couldn't do it. We were just sitting there with a checkbook and a pen, not even a hope in the prayer because we knew it wasn't in there. And listen, since y'all want to get biblical, the Bible says he'll never put more on you than you can bear. So why would he put us in a situation where he wants us to choose between paying or giving instead of making sure your answers are in order? Huh? And I think we did do it. I don't know. We did. Let's just say the bank account was like a basketball game. Yeah, it was just, but through time, and listen, as a leader of my household, I had to start making decisions like, listen, bro, and I'm talking to myself. Listen, now hold up. Y'all see my wife telling me she did? Yeah, you did. We both. We was believing that God was gonna bring us through. She told me she ain't raise her hand. Rochelle Parker, what's going on, Rochelle? Yeah, she my wife raised her hand, y'all. Yes, she did. Yeah. But you know what? She, as a man in the house, whether she raised her hand or not, I should have, whether she raised her hand and I didn't, when we got, because this event happened a month or two after we agreed to it, I should have said, no, we're not in a financial situation where we can do that. Because what happens is we pick and choose goals according to what other people can do. And we don't focus on what we can do. Listen, God loves a cheerful giver. If you got to give and you grudgingly, listen, Cain and Abel. Come on, man, let's go back a little bit. And I ain't gonna say it perfect, but y'all get the premise. Okay? Cain gave not of his best fruit. Cain just gave something. Abel gave his best fruit. His best. God honored that. Y'all know what happened to Cain, right? Yeah. See, I ain't even going to listen. Listen, even though we are at church, right? Pastor Joyner, I'm glad you're here, Pastor Joyner. And Pastor Joyner, I appreciate your insight. But Pastor Joyner, let me tell you something. Here, on the podcast, Pastor, here, the St. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, Acts, Romans 10 and 9, Apostolic, Multicultural, Multi-Denomination, Culture, Assembly, Church of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I'm the pastor, him, Pastor Joyner. Now, you can come in and invite you for a revival, but it ain't number one. Pastor Jordan, listen, man, I just appreciate you being in the comments. And listen, Pastor Jordan, he's speaking truth. Help us, Pastor. Help us. And you know what? A lot of preachers, a lot of Christians, a lot of people are scared to say the things like Pastor Jordan is saying right here. Things of tithing can be more than money. It can be your time, it can be food, it can be your deed. Listen, and not saying that my mother and father is in this situation with money. I don't know what they tithing or giving situation, but I do know that my mother and father takes the time, and they are retired. That means that they are not working. They are retired. They take time every week to make sure that they help. It's a few senior citizens. They go by, make sure they have food. They check on them. Now, I'm not saying why they are doing that is because that's a form of their tithes, but you can't tell me that God don't honor what they're doing. That God don't say, servant, I am well pleased with the deed and your time that you are, because we're supposed to take care of our elders. Am I right? Now I'm just using it. Now I'm not saying that mom and daddy do or don't pay tithes. As far as I know, all my life, I know my mom and daddy, they gave now. They gave. Oh, yeah. But I can tell you one thing. I bet your mom and daddy made sure we had. And you know what? Let me go back to this. And I'm gonna scroll back down. Let me go back to this. And again, and listen, I thank God that Pastor Jordan has a sense of humor. He's an awesome, awesome singer as well, awesome musician. But yeah, he said money's supposed to be the smallest matter in the church, and that's Bible. Come on now. Okay. Well, Pastor, listen, since Pastor Jordan is taking over the church service here, Pastor Jordan, we're going to let you come up here and do a sermonette. Pastor Jordan going to do a sermonette. Pastor Jordan already, he in here preaching. Huh? That's supposed, listen, I wish, Creflo probably wish, I don't know, maybe he don't. Let me not use Creflo. But all the prosperity preachers, I believe if they preach more on salvation than they did on the finances, they would have done way more for the kingdom of God. I don't care if you raise $1 million, but if you got $1 million and then places you going to where ain't nobody getting saved, ain't nobody getting healed and delivered, something is wrong. Now, I'm going to give you an analogy. Y'all can take it how you want it. Because I don't know where the idea of preachers had to have Cadillacs or the biggest church, or the biggest cars in the church or the biggest houses. You know, I don't know where that concept came from. He said, bro, you crazy, but my date book is open. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. God bless you, man. Listen, I don't know where that analogy came from. Maybe it's just something that preachers do, or maybe it's a competitive thing. But I believe something is wrong. Now, maybe it comes from the concept that you can't talk about something that you don't have in order to, let people know that you're successful or God is blessing. But there's no way in the world, I believe, that a successful ministry, a successful church, or whatever congregation, if there's only one person that's quote unquote benefiting financially, where the head or the leader has the biggest house. Now, mind you, I'm not saying that maybe, but you just follow me on this. Y'all know what I'm saying. That you got the lavish car, and the congregation is flat, broke. Nobody got nothing. So what I'm saying is, I don't think, and this is my opinion, y'all can agree or not, I don't think that's biblical. I don't think that's, not saying that the preacher shouldn't have, but you tell me the preacher should be successful and have and drive nice. It is a choice, but your congregation doesn't reflect what you are. That's what I'm getting to. To me, your congregation and the minister or the preacher should almost be a reflection of what's going on. Now, there is no way in the world, me as a father, me as a husband, I'm going to be dressed down. I'm going to be dressed down, tailor-made suit, Versace's and whatever, and drive the big Benz or whatever. And my wife drive a Pinto, and she got to go to the thrift store, and she know, or either my daughter got to wear hand-me-downs, but I'm walking out the house looking like $1 million, fresh dressed like $1 million, and my own family or the people in my surrounding, they don't? No. Deacon Stu said, "Oh Lord, you got pastors wanting to come on here preach." Craig said, "Praise the Lord, bring it, pastor. We all need preachers because all sinners, because are all sinners and all need help." Yes, sir. Deacon Stu, appreciate it. Deacon, make sure you stand at the door. We make it. Ain't nobody getting out here without giving it. Yeah, I just believe that. Now, I'm not gonna say that the Bible doesn't say take care of our leader, or we should make sure that our leaders, but it's first priority for a preacher to take care of himself. Uh-oh. Yeah. Listen, guys, I don't need a church to take care of me. I don't need a church to up my status. I don't need a church to make my income change or my status or my no. Whatever I drive is because I choose to drive. Not because I got a church or not because I became pastor. So I need to ride a certain way. I need to dress a certain. That's a big disconnect. And this is just speaking personally. Y'all can give me your opinions if you want. This is a big disconnect from the world or the preachers to the members or to the sinners. You have to be on the same playing field for me to be able to even comprehend or connect with you. Now, Pastor Sonny Bridges, I do remember this. When he was teaching his ministers, we was talking about going out and evangelizing, going in the neighborhood. And we had one particular minister on the staff. He had a 3-piece suit, and he was sharp down. And I mean, he was 3-piece suit, eloquent, talking and all this. And he had to kind of break. He said, "Listen, when we go to the neighborhood, I don't need you in your 3-piece suit. I don't need you knocking on the door trying to preach and the kingdom of God is here. If you don't, no. He said, I need you to come dressed in some regular clothes, like you going to the store, or you listen, because when you come to people, you want to meet people where they are at. And the neighborhood wasn't an upscale neighborhood. It was some of y'all, well, I ain't gonna get a neighborhood because then y'all be trying to say, but yeah. He said, listen, go there and listen. I'm going to tell you something too. And this is the problem with the church community as a whole. When we would go out, matter of fact, I'm going to see if I can tag good morning, Ms. Grant. Enjoy seeing y'all yesterday. Thanks for coming. Craig said, and bring the ties. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Hey, Craig, man, tell everybody at the Madison Fitness Facility, I said, hey, listen, this is another thing. And this is what is so important about the program that I am in with fitness. When we went out, let me see if I can get his son in here. Maybe his son can come in. Maybe even Braylon. Braylon might come in because I know he'll get Paw to let me see. Yeah. We'll see. One of them. Yeah. But yeah, he taught us that when we went out the doors of the church, and this is the problem, I think that the church body as a whole, not one particular church. I don't want nobody to think the church I go to or the church you go to or the church up the road. I'm talking about the body of Christ as a whole. When we left outside that church, you know what? We had one common message. Coach Jeff Spoon, who's the CEO, sole proprietor of the E2M Fitness Go, everything that he teaches and preaches, all the coaches, we have one message. When we talk about E2M, he already listen, if y'all want to talk about the program, if you want to try to get people, listen, here's what you tell them about the program. Listen, when we left the church, Pastor gave it, listen, stick within these guidelines of what we are saying when we walk out of this church parking lot to these people. We want to just, first of all, pretty much welcome them or either introduce ourselves, introduce our church, welcome them to invite them to the church, and just ask if they know the Lord Savior Jesus Christ. Introduce Christ to them, and then pretty much get on about your business. Because when you talking to somebody, you can tell whether or not they really interested or they, because listen, y'all know that when a Jehovah's Witness used to come to the house, we used to not answer the door. Yeah. They might think we were Jehovah's Witnesses, and I ain't got nothing against Jehovah's Witnesses. I'm talking about this was a Baptist church under the leadership of the Reverend Dr. Sonny Bridges. We had one common goal, one common message. The problem is when you have people in your circle, everybody got a different scenario, a different message. When you go and preach or teach or evangelize to the people, your message shouldn't deviate from what I'm trying to say. Why would the world, or why would the sinners, or why would the non-church goers want to listen to me when Deacon Butch on the job, he preaching one thing, Trustee Buttercup teaching one thing, Pastor Woodrow, hope ain't none of y'all pastor named Woodrow, Pastor Pots and Pans telling us one thing. We don't even have a common message. Pastor Bridge, listen, when y'all walk out of here, and listen, this is another thing. Woo! Don't go out there talking to people like you know what you're talking about. Pastor Richard L. Bush, what's going on, Pastor Bush? Mitchell Mixon, what's going on? The problem with a lot of things is we go out there and we put our foot in our mouth when we're trying to witness. When we're trying to bear witness, when we're trying to witness to somebody, we don't listen. Some of these people that ain't in church know just about it, much more scriptures and stuff than you do. I can tell you now, my strength ain't going out there and quoting and going back and forth and giving you scripture for scripture and not, that ain't my strength. If I'm going out witnessing with somebody, I'm gonna have somebody with me. Listen, Pastor put us in groups of 3 or 5, and there was a person who was a leader, and the rest of us just followed suit. You ever been man? You ever been a part of a program and people try to take over? They don't know how to be the follower in the situation. They don't know how to let you lead and you assist. That everybody want to be a leader. Everybody want to be people don't know how to sit back and just be a part of the program and do what is. Listen, when I need you, when I reach back for you, I need you to be here. When I look, well, let me say, look to the side. When I need you here. I need you in place of what the plan was. Don't deviate from the plan. Huh? Ty Williams, what's going on, my good brother? Listen, distinguished gentlemen, I need you on here. We got this. Listen, hit me in my inbox. I need you on here. I want you to talk. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you right now, Ty. I'm gonna tell you right now. I need to change my wardrobe, Doc. I need you just tell me the process. I need a new wardrobe. Yeah. My wife been trying to get me to change up the game for years, but I'm trying. But I need, listen, Ty Williams is a great friend of ours. He's a business owner, multiple businesses, if I'm not mistaken. He organization group or whatever they call it, called Distinguished Gentlemen. And I would love to is it distinguished established gentlemen? See, now I was just talking about getting out there talking about something you don't know what you're talking about. I didn't put my foot in my own mouth. See, but listen, perfect example. Perfect example of what we're talking about. But yeah, Ty, I would love to do that, man. Established gents. Let's make all right. Yep. Now, so back to this. Let me see. Cynthia Kennedy Robinson, thanks for tuning in. Listen, all this we didn't talk about ties, we didn't talk about, but this common goal and common message. We all got to listen. Stay on your plan. Stay on the program. Do what is asked of you. Don't do no more. The program that we're involved in, E2M, Coach has it laid out from A to Z. You do this, you do that, you get the results. We ourselves choose to add in our own. How many of y'all get a recipe from your grandmama and mama or somebody, but you start adding in your own stuff? Now, when you eat the food, it's already, oh, this is the best food for mama or either auntie or girl. Or, hey, bro, what's the recipe? They give you the recipe, but then you get home and you want to add in your own stuff. Y'all ain't want to talk to me. Y'all ain't want to talk to me. This gents. We're going to get him on here. Huh? Well, listen, I'm through. I said I'm on today. Is there anybody in the chat who would like to come on and talk about? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this right here. I'm going to invite. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it in the chat log. All right. There goes the link. I just put the link up. If you want to come on and talk, not debate, we ain't going to argue about nothing, but talk and say what. Matter of fact, Pastor Jordan, I don't know what situation you in right now as far as being available to talk, but even if you want to go back to, and we discussed a little bit about the tithes and offering and just give people, a perspective of, if you want to, anybody can hit the link. Anybody can, and Ty, if you're in a situation where you in front of the camera and listen, Ty always on point. Ty, matter of fact, I bet you Ty got a brim hat for his pajamas. I know he do. Yep, I bet he do. Yep. Mm-hmm. Ty be sharp all the time. Yeah, I bet Ty got cufflinks in his pajamas. Yeah, Ty probably got on right now. Listen, Ty, I ain't gonna say the name of the pastor, but we went to a program and we was in the back of the church, and there was a pastor. He came out wearing some. This pastor is a stylish pastor, and I was like, man, Ty, what do you got on? Ty was like, I don't, cause see, I know Ty's a fashion dude. Ty was like, I don't know, but I ain't telling him to wear that. And man, it was. But listen, anybody who just want to hit the chat, even if Ty, I don't know if you got a website or y'all got a Facebook group page or something that people can like, you can post it here. I'll put up here, whatever. Anybody who wants to talk about or either type in the chat anything that you would like to talk about in the last, I'm going to go, I'm going to go to 8. Okay, here we go. Boom. www.establishedgents.com. Now, Ty, I'm going to listen. Ty, this better be a legit Now, if I go to the, it better not say website under construction. Oh man, yeah. It better not say website under construction. This is the www.establishedgent.com. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Strickland, a brim and cuff link. Listen, I'm telling you, man, Ty, I guarantee you. Hey, you see, he ain't say no, right? He said, I would come on, but I'm about to shoot at church. Yeah, brother. Yeah. Yes, sir. Hey, appreciate you, Ty. I'm gonna go ahead and try to pull this up, guys. I'm gonna try to pull this up. Y'all, what it is, www.sgent.com. Let me see. www.sgent.com. I'm gonna see if it come up now. And if it don't come up, Ty, I'm gonna tell you right now. Brother. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna put you out on Front Street, brother. I'm gonna tell you right now. You better have something. Okay. Look at this. Yeah. Look at this. Yeah. All right. Okay. Let me see if I can share this screen here. Okay, Ty. Okay, I see you, brother. Let me see how to share the screen here. Y'all let me know if you can see it. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. Establishedgent.com. Let's go through. See, listen. I told y'all the brother Sharp. Don't he look like Aegis Elders? Whatever that guy is. Aegis. Yeah. Boy, you looking good now. Yeah. Let me see. Established Gym. Mission statement. Our mission is to expose and develop African American men to a more holistic lifestyle to be the hub for manhood. Okay. About us. Let me make sure y'all can see it. Y'all can see what I see? Yeah. Y'all can see what I see. Let me get back to this here. Established Gent is an organization focusing on empowering Black men through mental health, mentorship, communication, entrepreneurship, self-awareness, and etiquette. A safe space for men. I love that. A safe space for men. Our goal is to reach as many men as possible. Events that bring men of all backgrounds together for the cause of networking and expressing ourselves through socializing. Our form of therapy. Okay, brother. Our partnerships. You know what? Yeah, listen. I tell you what. I urge everybody right now. Copy down this right here. Copy down this. And I want you to get in touch or support or whatever, because I don't want to go through all of the reading. But I love what he said. Let me get back over here. I love what he said about it's a safe place. Yeah. Oh, he said he built the website himself. Listen, all right. Okay, well, listen, I'm glad to know, brother. Listen, y'all need websites built. Hey, we like looking out for each other over here, okay? Yeah, Idris Elba. That's him. Yep. Yep. Listen, one of the main things I like that he said was a safe place for men. Listen, anytime y'all have some time, make sure you let me know. If y'all have like a promo video, get it to me. Give me a promo video or something that's promoting a safe place for men. Men don't like to talk. Men don't like to say things. Men don't like to open up. This is a safe. And see, that's what I'm talking about with the accountability group I have. And this is a fitness accountability group. Our group, I say my a lot, but our group is formatted where I can come in and tell you my struggles and I don't have to get beat down over the head. When we become a part of something where people hold you accountable, but I can open up to you and don't have to worry about you destroying me or dogging me out, I am more than willing to open up and say, hey guys, I struggled this week. Brother, what can I do? My sister, what can I do? I'm struggling with my food. I'm struggling with my exercise. I'm struggling with my life. What can I do? Right? All right. I like that, man. I like that. Appreciate that, man. Yeah. Real quick, this is to one of our good friends. She has an event, and I want to play right quick. Y'all tune in, and I'll be back.
Saturday, February 25th. It's the 10th anniversary of C. Snell Productions at Brooklyn Baptist Church, 1050 Sunset Boulevard in West Columbia, featuring C.C. Williams and the Spiritual QCs, son of the late great Lee Williams. His first time here in Columbia.
Let's have
The Gospel Legends, Skylar Patterson and Predestined, the Sonny Brown Experience, Flossie Boyd Johnson and Favor, Blessed, the Gospel Originals, and the Harmonizing Six. Tickets are $20 in advance and $25 at the door. VIP tickets are $35. Get your tickets from Midlands PCS, New York High Style, and Bishop J.K. Jefferson. For more info, call 803-479-5489. The 10th anniversary of C. Snell Productions, sponsored by the Shad Law Firm, Timmons Contracting Inc., Connecting Elements, and Pink Butterfly Salon.
All right, that is one of the missionaries here at St. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Apostolic International, Acts, Romans 10:9. St. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans 10:9, Apostolic International, multicultural, multi-denomination, coaching centered by Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That's our missionary. Mm-hmm. Tell the missionary that you saw her commercial on our show. And listen, guys, I'm learning different ways of doing the promotion things. And so, and yeah, let me throw this out there. If you guys, anybody have anything going on and you are looking to promote your business or your service or your church or your program, please feel free to reach out to me. Jonah, he has used our advertising services with the TV show, and a couple other people, man. Cheryl always uses us, and we will be glad this is shown on it. Matter of fact, let me see. I don't want to lose my people. William Phelps, what's going on, Mr. Phelps? Just reading a report that I had got from my now I had just sent this to my wife, didn't I? Yeah. From our TV show ratings, these are the amounts just from the TV show locally. We are reaching almost 3,000 people every Sunday. My TV show, Early Morning Praise, my TV show in the religious, let me make sure I read this right. Amongst religious programming and third overall in that time slot. So I am in second of I am first. I have number one viewership in the religious time slot from 6:30 to 7 o'clock, even with the major TV shows. I mean the stations from 19 to 10 to 25 to 57. And the station I'm on is 63.1. It's not even a major, but I believe because of the viewership, it's becoming a major network. That's what I believe. And hey, global. Anyway, but we are reaching almost 3,000 people every Sunday. Yeah, all the way almost up to Charleston, all the way. I mean from Charlotte, all the way down, almost down to Charleston, Somerville area, down to the bottom of the state. Okay, we are reaching people. Okay, so I am in the number one slot from 6:30 to 7. I have the number one viewership, and I am third overall as far as whether it's cooking shows, westerns from 6:30 to 7:30. I still average well above 2,000 viewers a Sunday. That's big for me. So, hey, hit us up in the inbox and we'll get your information, and we will advertise at one of the best prices in town. Make an investment in what we're doing, and we will help make an investment in you. Well, guys, I think we're coming close to the end of the day. Now, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, TV show, what's this TV show? I'm just going to give you all just a quick glimpse of who we have on the TV show, and you just let me know your interest or whether it, let me know what you think. All right, there you have it. That's a little tidbit of my TV show where I am. I said I am Todd Mickens, CEO. Well, on camera, I'm CEO, but a lot of people call my wife the CEO. But I'm saying I am CEO, all right? Yeah. Todd Mickens, everything. Listen, this is a nice, well, you know what? I ain't even gonna say no more. But listen, guys, I've come to the end of my road this morning. So we're gonna go ahead and move on. I thank y'all for tuning in. I don't know who all is still on here, brother William Phelps. Appreciate you as always. Once more and again, love you. Great friend of the family. Listen, I'm going to ask those of you who are still on here, if you enjoyed the show, if you want to be a blessing to the program, listen, $ Early Morning Praise. We just ask you to help support the men, because this is a ministry. Okay, this is something that helps a lot of people. It's an open platform. It's a platform where you can come and feel free to express your opinion and don't get beat over the head. Because I know, listen, y'all don't agree with everything I say, but y'all don't beat me up. I ain't gonna agree with everything y'all say, so I ain't gonna beat you up. This is a safe place to come and have a great, awesome time. If you can't or don't have early Cash App, you can donate also through Zelle. Okay. Now we're gonna get back to another post office box. Had a few issues with that post office box. So before, I don't want anybody trying to send anything through the mail. Most people who send something through the mail always contact me personally, and they have an address that they can send to me. So if you don't have Cash App or Zelle and you want to send something, just contact me, hit me in my inbox, and we'll discuss and we'll get an address for you. But again, Early Morning Praise, $ Early Morning Praise. No gift is too big or too small. Greatly, muchly appreciated. And then again through mail. And like I said, guys, I really do appreciate you. You guys help. It is a blessing. I'm gonna run that ticker down at the bottom with the different ways to donate. But I'm getting ready to close it on down. We're gonna I want to thank everybody. I don't know if I still can see back all the way from Craig Stoops, Dominique Collins, to Rhonda F. Fields, Francina, Mike C. Adams, Ann Cottrell, New Ebb, Sarah Padula,
Valvetta Thomas, Deborah Akesia, Timothy Wesley, again, Mike Adams, Ron Porter, Everett, what's going on, big bro? Helen, I sound like Jeff Spoon. What's going on, big bro? Pastor Joyner, Mama Norma Mickens, Pops, what's going on, Pops? Rochelle, what's going on? That's each one family member right there. I'm just trying to Miss Durant, THD, Helen Osborne. Let me see who else. Pastor Richard L. Bush, Mitchell Mickens, Ty Williams, Cynthia Kinley Robinson, and good brother William Phelps. Listen, guys, I'm getting ready to get on up out of here. Once more and again, I want y'all to know that I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. This program could not be successful without you. I thank y'all for spending this past hour and 30 minutes talking to little old me. Okay, little old me. I really appreciate it. I don't take it lightly. I'm going to, according to the live feed, we are at 1 minute and 25 seconds. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to 1 hour and 30 minutes. So we have 5 minutes to be on here with you. So guys, again, and y'all remember this this organization, Kindred Hearts of South Carolina. Kindred Hearts of South Carolina is a organization that is that helps, like, for instance, which is what my mother and father had to do for 2 of my cousins, but which is something that a lot of grandparents have to do. They have to take care of their kids because something happened, whether they go to jail, whether they pass away, or whether they can't take care of the kids, and DSS is in a situation where they might want to take, kids away, and the grandparents take over the care of the kids, but they don't get the extra financial help. Y'all know back in the day, Big Mama was 60 and 70 years old, but she raising little kids in her house that's 5, 6, 7 years old. Well, this organization helps those particular people, and don't have to be old people, because when we moved back from North Carolina, my mother and father, because my grandmother was taking care of my 2 cousins. When she passed, we moved back home, and we all just joined one as a family. They wasn't looked at as a cousin; they were looked at as our brother and sister. And my mom and daddy, they took care of all of us, as well as my uncle. Even though he was older, we took care. They took care of us, but there was nobody giving extra funds, because my parents was used to taking care of 5 kids. Now when they moved down here, they would take care of 7 kids and plus an elderly man. But there was no extra money. So this organization helps put funds, maybe food, help with maybe Christmas, things like this. Listen, guys, go check this organization out. Type it up, www. Kindred Hearts of South Carolina. And me and my wife, ourselves, we don't know, but one day we could be a person who is taking care of. I have a grandson. I don't, prayerfully nothing ever happened to his parents, but there may be a situation. We have a niece, my wife's sister baby. That's our goddaughter. Never know, situation may happen, and we may have to take care of him or her, or either one of our brothers or sister kids. Something may happen, and we may say, hey, we ain't letting them go in the system. Listen, bring them over here. Okay. Kindred of Heart helps those families who takes in other family members. All right. So y'all make sure y'all listen, look it up. It's a great great organization to be part of. Now let me see. If you're looking for insurance, right? Dominique Collins, look her up. That's her phone number. Text first so she know what you are talking about, or you send her email. She gave us a great class on life insurance and how we can use life insurance or the insurance as our benefit. She's telling us the best ways of using insurance that can help us. All right, that can help us. And And I'm not going to go into too much details because I don't want to talk about something I don't know what I'm talking about. But we're going to bring her back, preferably after she has a baby, which would, I think she said on the 25th. So maybe in the middle of February, we will bring her back. But knowing her, she'll try to do another show right now. I already know it. That's just how much she loves giving the information and trying to help her people. But we will bring her back. And then again, last but not least, I want to talk about right here, www.e2mfitness.com. Even though the enrollment has stopped, just go and look up www.e2mfitness.com. Just go read about it. Y'all done heard us talk about it. I'm telling you, there is no program that has there is no program that has licensed therapists, nutritionists is on board, and that is available. I'm talking about people to talk to 24/7 to help you through your journey. Okay, I'm talking about we have counselors. We have people on there for postpartum moms, for before and after birth that can help you with situation exercises to Pilates, Zumba, step dance, circuit hit circuits, everything. Nightly sessions with the main coach, Jeff Spoon, who talks to us every day. Listen, guys, it's just an all-around program. I want y'all to just check it out. And again, where's she at? Dominique Collins says, thank you, Todd. I'm here anytime. Y'all be blessed. See, she's dedicated to her work, and she's dedicated for us to get the knowledge and to know what we're doing. Guys, I've had a good time, and we get ready to get out of here. I appreciate you. I will see y'all next week, same place, same time. Who is it? It's your guy, the CEO. Who is it? What I do? Todd Mickens presents. What do I present? I present everything. But right now, we about to present off this podcast. I'll see y'all next week. I'll see you later. One love, peace, and hell, great.